Maybe your memories of the school nurse consist of them giving you ice and band-aids, but mine are a little different, and honestly, not so great. This first school nurse experience takes place when I was in 3rd grade. So, our class had just finished lunch, and we were lined up at the exit doors waiting for a teacher to pick us up from the cafeteria. I was at the front of the line with one of my friends, and we were just messing around because we were bored. One of us said, "Let's push the door latch," and we took turns pushing it. Unfortunately, I had my finger on the door latch, and that's when my teacher got to the cafeteria. Without knowing, he opened the door while my finger was on the latch, and it got pulled in with the latch. I pulled it back out, and my finger just started gushing with blood. More blood than little 8-year-old me had ever seen before. "Quick, go to the nurse's office." So off I went, clutching my hand, and I'm leaving a trail of blood like in a horror movie. I entered the nurse's office, and she was like, "How can I help?" Oh my goodness. She looked like she'd seen a ghost. Her face was pale white. "I put my finger in a door latch!" The cut was so deep and probably cut through my nerve, so I didn't feel any pain. That's why I was able to be casual about the fact that my finger was pouring blood. Oh dear. She had no idea what to do. She was just speechless for a little while, and then she said, "Let's go to the bathroom." Then she turned on the faucet and put my hand under the running water, and that's when you could really see how much blood was there. After seeing all my blood splatter around the sink and flow down with the sink water, the nurse looked like she would faint anytime soon. She then realized that the blood wouldn't stop, so she just gave me some gauze and called my dad. Shortly after, my dad came to pick me up, and he drove me to the ER. There I got numbed up, stitched up, and wrapped up in 5 minutes and then sent home. I feel bad for that nurse though. She was definitely more traumatized about the fact that I was bleeding than I was. There was also this one time I went to visit the school nurse in 6th grade. During this time, pretty much everything I ate would make my stomach get upset, so one morning I was taking a test and then realized that my breakfast wasn't sitting well. I asked to go to the bathroom, and then I experienced a Taco Bell looking aftermath. Then I came back and sat down, still feeling bad. After about 5 minutes, it hit me. Uh-oh, I need to go again. But I held it the best I could because it's embarrassing to ask to go to the bathroom 2 times back to back in one class, and somehow I made it to my next class. When I got there, I went up to the teacher with a crazed look of desperation in my eyes and said, "My stomach hurts, can I go to the nurse?" And he said, "Yeah, of course." So I went up to the nurse's office, and the first thing she says to me when I enter the room is, "What do you want?" Very friendly. My stomach hurts. "Why'd you come to school then?" "It wasn't hurting before I came to school." "You shouldn't have come to school." Hello? I literally just told you it wasn't hurting before I came to school. "What'd you have for breakfast? Cereal?" So after an awkward minute of silence, I finally asked, "So, should I call my dad and ask me to pick me up, or?" "I guess so." So I pulled out my phone to text my dad and then sat down. A few minutes later, I pulled out my phone again to check if he had texted me back, and the nurse said, "Hey, you can't have your phone out." I was texting my dad. Then she looked at me like I was an idiot, then continued minding her own business. Eventually, my dad came to get me, and I spent the rest of the day on the toilet and drinking hot tea. That nurse is part of the reason why I'm scared to ask others for help. I won't ever forget the way she made me feel that day. The end. Thanks for watching.